Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all great and have had a fantastic first start of the week. It is definitely been hectic here. We've got a lot of things happening. Grayson turned 16, which, where does the time go? I don't even know. And that was so much fun. We took the boys, like 13 boys, paintballing. And I think they had a great time, and it's so much fun to watch Grayson have his little crew and how similar they are, how they were so well-mannered and so kind and so fun and still boys. And so it was really great. So for all of you moms that maybe tune into my channel, if your boys were on that excursion, they were amazing. So they're welcome at our house anytime. So we did that. On Monday, it was like the family party. As my mom called it, it was the geriatric crew. So I thought that was kind of funny. But it was funny because on Monday, so everybody was supposed to come to the house at 5 o'clock. And I'm not lying here, at 4:55, now I knew they were all coming. I ordered Grayson a cake. I picked it up on Sunday because they were closed on Monday. I had it in the fridge, like everybody was coming. But at 4:55, I thought, oh my God, I'm hosting and I don't have any food to put out. And we were gonna get pizza, so that order was already in. But you know, people come over and they're used to getting cheese and fruit and little chocolate and whatever, just like a little spread. And literally 4:55 came and I was like, oh shit, I don't have anything to put out. People are going to show up here with nothing. Like there was nothing out. So I was scrambling. You know, at that point, you're just picking whatever's out of the fridge. Luckily, I had some strawberries and some cherries and some sharp cheese that I hadn't cut up. And, you know, just I tried to make the best of it. And it was great because then the pizza came and it was not a big deal. But you know, there's just a lot happening. We leave for nationals. That's a long trip. Not a long trip, but it's a good few days of being elsewhere, and, you know, everything back home gets left to finish when we get back. And, you know, my mom will be here. And so, you know, it's just a lot to navigate. And I forget that I have like all these things to put together, but it's all good. The kind of on that same vein with nationals, I don't think that I'm going to do a video for Sunday. I'm going to be in a convention center. I'm really not going to be doing much except walking from the hotel to the convention center and watching volleyball. There's only so much filming or so much visual stuff that I can bring to you that, I don't know, that can be entertaining, because it's not one of those few days, you know, even going to dinner, it's just a total shit show of kids and loud, and it's Florida. So I don't think I'm going to do a video for Sunday. If I get inspired to do something, I'll definitely post it, but I'm not going to take my camera, and so I'm just going to have my phone. So I don't know. We'll see, but I don't think so. So don't expect one. Okay, so I wanted to do a video on denim and jeans. So I've gotten a few questions from a few people in person and even, you know, through DMs about denim. How to choose the right jean, where can I find vintage jeans, what to wear for certain body types. And yeah, those are like legitimate questions that over the years, I've kind of, through trial and error, have figured out what works for me. So I'm happy to pass it on and kind of give you my 2 cents or my opinion on how denim works. I know that denim has changed a lot within the last definitely 5 years, but I think even before that, which is why I went back to vintage. I was a big frame girl. I wore, yeah, I guess it was mainly frame, but they sold the company. And if you guys watched my last video with Aloe, you know, once they sell, it's an issue. I don't think Aloe has sold, but if they're gearing up for it or whatever, like, it changes. The quality changes, the cuts change, and I feel like they use a little less quality, which is then gonna ramp up their profits. So I get it. You know, I'm a business owner, but that's why I'm always very, very, very mindful that when I talk Pilates or when I talk to Mike, like, I'm always, always, always focused on doing good work, because everything else will fall from there. So if you are always doing your best work, you'll always have business, you'll always have a quality product. And when sales happen, you know, a lot of the control leaves your hands. So then you don't really have the quality control that you once did. And I get it, I understand that. But unfortunately, in fashion, the churn is so fast that it's not always consistent. And sometimes some of the designer, high-priced, well-made stuff sometimes is real cheap. So sometimes it's not even worth it. And to pay for just a name, not worth it at all. So with denim, I was a big frame girl. They changed it up. I went back to vintage. Vintage is like a double-edged sword, because a lot of times vintage isn't so flattering. The denim is real thick, big, not cut well. I feel like vintage Levi's a lot of times are either real big in the booty or they're cut for men. And so you're not going to get like a cut that flatters a curvy body. So here's my thing with vintage Levi's, and I'm going to show you a few different pairs of just denim in general that I wear, that I like, that are easy to interchange, and then also show you some vintage pair and what to look for when you're buying vintage. So the pair that I'm wearing now is your traditional vintage Levi. It hasn't been cut. It hasn't been modified to today's measurements. It's just a vintage pair. I've paired it up with the, this is the Susanna Monaco strapless. I normally wear the black one. I wanted to show you kind of the nude color. I don't wear this a whole lot, but I will tell you guys, this is the most comfortable top, especially in the summer. And I'm going to keep it on and show you how, with all the different denims, how this top works. So Susanna Monaco, I have the Hermes Kelly belt on, and then the traditional, you guys, I'm doing laundry, so if you hear like something click on, it's my washer, because my closet butts up against my washer and dryer. Even though we did soundproofing, you're still going to hear some knocking, so sorry if you kind of hear something. Okay, so these are the traditional denim. If I turn to the side, although you can't really tell, they're not cut for today's standard, so they're big. I slit the knees just to kind of give them a little bit of a personality, but they're just cut as vintage Levi's are, or regular Levi's, like 90s style. I believe these are called like the boyfriend pair, which, as the name, boyfriend's going to be a little bit wider, a little bit looser. They're definitely more lower slung, so they sit low on the hip. I have a belt, so they're going to sit a little bit higher at my natural waist. But, and I wear these for like around the house. I don't go out in these. I don't think that they're super flattering, but they're comfortable, and to be around the house, people come over, you know, it's just like a casual vibe. So that's the traditional vintage pair. I'm going to show you some other vintage denims that have been cut to today's measurements. And that is the key to finding like that one pair that is soft, it's like a good vintage color, and it fits your body. So when I look for those denim pants, I go to Shop Redone. They're an online platform that also has brick and mortar, but I think they're more in LA. And the person that actually asked me this question said that they didn't have any place near them that they could go and try on some vintage jeans. I will tell you, with Shop Redone, you can order, try them on. If they don't fit, you can send them back. So, and I don't know if they have a restocking fee. You might want to check on that. But that's where I find the best Levi's. Now I will say that platform has also changed a little bit because it was first opened by the Bartoli sisters, and they are LA-based wardrobe stylists. Super cool, super like rock and roll vibe. So when they first brought this new concept of vintage jeans cut with today's measurements, they were great. In fact, I think most of my pairs are from that time. They're no longer with Shop Redone, and I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think they are. They've got their own company now, Etern or Eternay. I talk about them as well. Those are all my like sweatshirts and loungewear, and Chloe owns that brand. But so finding that vintage pair is a little daunting. It is a trial and error. I would definitely go to a vintage shop, and I will tell you, I think also Revolve carries Shop Redone, and they definitely have a purchase, try on, or a return if you need to. So that might be the way to go for the one that asked me, how do I get some vintage Levi's? Go to revolve.com. I'll link it down below, and they carry Shop Redone. Also, Shop Redone has new denim. They're not Levi's, but they're new denim to look vintage. And I have a couple pairs of those actually. I think I've worn through them actually. But that's a really great option as well. And they're not traditional vintage, but they look it. And they're cut with today's measurements. So try that out as well. Okay, I'm going to try on the next vintage pair and show you the difference between the traditional not cut to like the new version vintage today's standards. Okay guys, I had to change the camera a little bit because I'm wearing heels. But the second pair is a traditional vintage Levi cut in today's standard. And the only difference is they're cut, they're long denim. So I usually pair these up with a heel. If I'm gonna wear a flat or I'm gonna wear a sneaker, I roll them up and do a thick cuff. And again, in today's like kind of climate of denim, anything goes. I'm not really too sure there are any rules for anything. It's kind of like what's your vibe and how you put it together. So with this one, these are traditional vintage cut with today's measurements or today's sizing. So you see they're close to the butt here. I don't have any puff here. So what they do is they cut the seam. They cut the seam and then sew it to today's measurement. I'm wearing a black heel, and these are like I love wearing these to like sporting events with a big jacket. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I've paired it up with like that camel coat. So these are great going out, date night, you know, hanging out. Again, with the Susanna Monaco top, I'm not gonna change it, and it's just a really simple outfit. All right, so I will show you now a not traditional jean, the barrel jean, and you know, how to wear that. I don't normally wear the barrel jeans with a heel because I think it's a funny silhouette, but I can show you. All right. Okay guys, so the third pair is a traditional barrel jean. So a barrel jean, you know, comes out by like the knees. I've cut this pair to hit me right above the ankle bone, and I pair it up with a casual sneaker. I kind of like just keeping this barrel jean really casual. I feel like it's a daytime jean. Again, if you're going out with friends, it's nothing too, you know, serious. And again, guys, I'm sorry for the washer and dryer, but in order to get this done, I'm gonna have to like multitask here, so I apologize. And again, with a traditional sneaker. Now, I wouldn't necessarily wear heels with this, with a barrel jean. I don't know, I feel like the proportions are a little bit off, but I'm gonna show you with a white pump, which is you know, I'm wearing a white sneaker. So the vibe will be the same, just with a heel. So let's see if it works, because I'm not sure. Okay, so with the pump, just gives maybe, I don't know, I guess it's kind of cute. Definitely a summer night, maybe, going out date night. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could work. Can you guys see my heel? And kind of the whole proportion of it. Yeah, it's cute. I think it's fun, it's playful, it's definitely girly, it's feminine. So I think it can work. All right, I'm gonna show you guys a wide-legged jean. That for me is like the most casual. I would definitely wear those wide-legged jeans with a sneaker. And yeah, let's see how that goes. Okay guys, so for this fourth pair, I guess, wide-legged, definitely flared all the way down to the bottom. I did something a little differently and I paired them up with a Birkenstock. So this is a very casual vibe, still with the Susanna Monaco top. I put the Hermes belt back on. I feel like with this jean, because they're so wide, putting on a belt like this is going to like refine it a little bit more, look not so sloppy. And as far as shoes, again, this is like very casual. I would definitely pair them up back with the Chanel sneaker, and I would definitely maybe do a Samba as well, but I wouldn't do this color with this color. So just depends on what you guys have in your closet. I love these wide-legged jeans. I travel in them. They're definitely a volleyball favorite for me because I can sit in them. They look cute and they're just not cumbersome. So I think all body types fit really well in this wide-legged jean, whether you're really petite or whether you're a little bit more big boned. I think it's a really flattering cut for everybody. When I go wide at the bottom, I try to stay very minimal at the top, even if it's just a white t-shirt, but a fitted t-shirt versus going really oversized. Some people look great with oversized bottoms and oversized tops, but I have found that the taller you are, the easier it is to wear that. I'm small, 5'2", so I get swallowed up by clothes real fast. But you know, then I look at Mary Kate and I don't know, sometimes she looks really amazing. And she's always an oversized. So again, it's kind of playing with those proportions and just really looking at yourself that it matches what your eye is seeing, or like it kind of matches the vibe that you're trying to portray. You guys hear that knocking? Oh wait, I'll try to stop. I'll try to not start my next little montage until that stops. All right, you guys, let's do the last pair, which is not a traditional jean. It's a designer jean, Magda Butrym. And I'm gonna wear those with a pump because I think they look best. So stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so the last pair is a Magda Butrym pair. I love a dark denim. I've really been craving darker denims the last probably couple of years. Kate also has really nice selection of like flared or a little bit more straight in a dark denim, but I really liked this pair by Magda. I've paired it up with the same white pants that I did the barrel jean. I love like the straightness of these pants. It's much more sophisticated than if you're in like the traditional vintage or even the wide leg. It's like much more put together. Still keeping the same Susanna Monaco top on, and again, just real flirty and nothing to this look. No pockets on these denim, which I definitely like. Sometimes pockets for me make my butt bigger, and I will also say that pocket proportion is huge for me. So if they're too tight, too close together, sometimes it accentuates like the outer part of your butt. If you've got a good butt, that might be you might want that. If the pockets are too wide, sometimes if you are a little bit wider, makes you look even wider. So pocket placement is huge for me. And when jeans don't have pockets, like I really like that. I kind of feel like they're 90s style, because back in the 90s with those low slung denim pants, no pockets, like it was very 70s. But so today it's not so easy to find, but Magda did these with no pockets, and I find it totally flattering. So, all right, you guys, so that is like my my denim tutorial. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, any other questions, someone's texting. Let me know. Oh, it's Mike. Because I'll answer them. Denim, but I think denim is so personal, and I think you do have to try them on. But like I've said in the last couple of videos, like I'm not a huge shopper. So anytime there's an online retailer that will ship and I can ship back without any stocking fee, that's like a win-win for me, because, you know, it's a lot out of your day to drive, go, shop, come back. Like, it's a lot. It takes a lot of effort. So it's nice if it gets delivered to the house. All right, you guys, that's it. The only other thing is day 4 of my routine of laser genesis and peel. It's awesome. No makeup. I'm kind of peeling, but it's nothing too outrageous, but no makeup. So, you know, I hope it shows up okay, because sometimes I don't know. All right, so that's it. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you're thinking. If you have any questions, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I will not see you on Sunday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the 4th. You are seeing this on the 4th. No, you're seeing it on the 3rd. So enjoy your 4th. Be safe. Stay away from people holding fireworks. And we'll talk soon.